Every 13 seconds, someone in the world buys a Louis Vuitton product. But what most people don't realize about the world's most valuable luxury brand
is that behind every bag, every trunk, every piece
is a 170-year-old secret the industry doesn't want you to understand. And by the end of this video, you'll see exactly why a single trunk can take over 60 hours to build.
This is the Asnières Atelier, the birthplace of modern luxury,
where 170 years of obsession became a $100 billion empire. Let's go inside. 1821. A boy named Louis Vuitton is born in Anchailles, a small village in eastern France.
At 14 years old, he makes a decision that will change luxury forever.
He walks 292 miles to Paris. The journey takes him 2 years.
1837. Louis arrives in Paris and begins his apprenticeship.
He trains under Monsieur Maréchal, a master trunk maker and packer to French aristocracy. For 17 years, Louis masters the forgotten art of packing, protecting precious cargo.
His clients include the wealthiest families in France. And one very important woman.
Empress Eugénie, wife of Napoleon III. She becomes his most important patron.
1854. Louis opens his own workshop at 4 Rue Neuve des Capucines.
And here he introduces something revolutionary, something that changes everything.
Every trunk maker in Paris builds dome-topped trunks. Louis does the opposite. Flat tops, simple idea, massive advantage. They stack perfectly for travel. Then he invents Trianon canvas. Lightweight, waterproof. Nothing else like it existed.
Word spreads through the French court. Empress Eugénie's trunk maker becomes legendary.
Because success attracts imitators. Copycats flood the market. The Vuitton brand is under attack.
Here's where things get interesting. The very innovation that made Louis Vuitton famous almost destroyed the company.
1888. Louis' son Georges has had enough. He creates the first défense.
The damier pattern, a checkerboard design with the Louis Vuitton name woven in. It works for a while, but the counterfeiters adapt.
1896. George locks himself away. What he creates next becomes immortal. The LV monogram, flowers, quatrefoils, circles, and his father's initials. A pattern so distinctive, so complex, that counterfeiting becomes nearly impossible. 128 years later, it remains the most recognized luxury symbol on Earth. And the solution they invented is still protecting the brand today. Today, Louis Vuitton operates more than 18 workshops across France, Spain, Italy, and the United States. But Asnières remains the heart, the historic headquarters where special order and trunks are still made.
Each atelier specializes. Leather goods here, Hard-sided luggage there, ready to wear in another.
But one thing never changes: the obsession with materials. And it starts here. Most people think Louis Vuitton bags are leather. They're actually wrong. The iconic monogram is canvas, a proprietary blend of coated cotton and linen.
The leather you see is vachetta, untreated cowhide from Northern Europe. It arrives pale. Over time, it darkens into that signature honey brown. That's intentional.
Even the hardware is made in-house. Every brass lock hand-assembled. Now let's pause here, because most luxury documentaries skip what happens next, the actual making. Let's start with sourcing.
The hides arrive at partner tanneries, carefully selected, inspected for any imperfection. Only the top grade makes it through. Most hides are rejected. Imperfections are unacceptable. The canvas is woven to exact specifications. A formula developed over decades, then coated. Multiple layers. This is what makes it resistant to water and wear.
The brass comes from dedicated foundries,
Specific alloys?
specific color, nothing generic.
Each lock has dozens of parts, machined to tolerances measured in hundredths of millimeters.
All these materials converge at the atelier, and the transformation begins.
The Speedy Bag. 1,000 operations. Let's watch one artisan build it from scratch. Cutting comes first. Dies stamp perfect shapes. Or, for special orders, skilled hands and blades. Every piece has its place. One artisan handles the entire bag, start to finish. Before stitching, edges are prepared, skivved, thinned, so seams lie flat and invisible.
Then the stitching, saddle stitch, 2 needles, ligne câblée thread, same technique for 170 years. Each stitch exactly the same distance apart, 3.2 millimeters, no variation.
Edge painting. 5 coats minimum, each dried and sanded before the next. Hours of work. For an edge most people never notice. Hardware installation. Zippers, clasps, each piece positioned, tested, secured. And finally, a signature. Every bag traceable to the hands that made it.
1,000 operations, 15 hours, 1 bag, and that's just the Speedy.
Now you've seen how the bags are made. But here's the number that explains why this company is different.
A Louis Vuitton trunk.
6 hours minimum. 200 individual parts. 700 operations. The frame is poplar. Light. Strong. Each piece cut and fitted by hand. Canvas stretched over the frame. Every monogram aligned. Pattern matching perfect. Brass corners. Hand riveted. Protecting the trunk for generations of travel.
Interior lining, customized to the client, some with velvet, some with compartments for specific items.
The S-Lock. Patented in 1901. Still the same design. Still hand-assembled. 6 hours. 200 parts. And a waiting list measured in months.
Parent company LVMH. Market cap over $500 billion. The largest luxury conglomerate on Earth.
Louis Vuitton alone is estimated at over 100 billion in brand value.
Here's what makes them different. 0 sales. No outlets. Ever.
Profit margins around 45%, the highest in the entire luxury industry.
And here's the part most brands don't want you to know. They burn unsold merchandise. Rather than discount a single bag, they destroy it. Scarcity is the strategy.
Waiting lists for popular items, months long. Demand manufactured through restriction. 460 stores worldwide. Each one a temple to controlled desire.
1987. Arnault acquires controlling stake in LVMH through a hostile takeover.
He hires Marc Jacobs in 1987. Ready-to-wear launches. Fashion shows begin.
Suddenly, a trunk maker is showing at Paris Fashion Week. The transformation accelerated.
2018. Virgil Abloh becomes artistic director. Streetwear meets heritage. Collaborations with Supreme. Yayoi Kusama. The NBA. Traditional luxury meets popular culture. Today, Louis Vuitton makes watches, jewelry, fragrances. But the trunk DNA remains.
460 stores worldwide. But these aren't shops. They're architectural statements. Tokyo,
Seoul,
Singapore. Each flagship designed by world-renowned architects.
Average wait time to enter? Intentional. They want you to feel the exclusivity.
Inside, no price tags on display. If you have to ask, you already know the answer. The purchase isn't a transaction. It's a ceremony, a ritual, and it works.
But the future brings challenges. Environmental criticism, leather sourcing questioned, product destruction debated.
LVMH responds with Life 360, a commitment to carbon neutrality by 2030.
Research into alternative materials, recycled fabrics, lab-grown leathers. Experimentation begins.
Repair services expand. The argument, buy once, keep forever. Quality as sustainability. Vintage authentication programs launch. If you can't beat resale, control it. Zero waste initiatives. Material optimization. The trunk maker adapts again. But the real question isn't whether Louis Vuitton can survive. It's whether luxury itself is changing. The VIA Treasure Trunk, a $42,000 digital collectible. NFT meets luxury.
Virtual goods for gaming. League of Legends skins. Fortnite collaborations discussed.
AI in design, pattern creation algorithms, inventory prediction models. Technology integration accelerates.
Blockchain authentication. Every genuine piece trackable. The monogram goes digital.
But the real question isn't whether Louis Vuitton can survive the next decade.
It's whether the very definition of luxury is about to change forever.
The quiet luxury trend emerges. Logoless. Understated. The opposite of monogram.
Asian brands rising. Chinese luxury houses emerging. Competition from unexpected places.
New consumers with new vows. Sustainability matters. Authenticity questioned.
Can a trunk maker from 1854 adapt to 2034? History suggests yes.
So every 13 seconds, someone buys a Louis Vuitton piece.
But now you know what they're really buying isn't a bag or a trunk. It's 170 years of obsessive reinvention. A company that survived counterfeiting, world wars, and the death of its founder.
By doing one thing, never compromising on the process. If you want to see how other luxury factories operate at this level, that video is right here.